A big thank you to Overrider for sponsoring this video. How's it going, everyone? I hope you're doing well. I have another indie game I want to show you, this time sponsored, and we're only looking at a demo this time. It's not really my style. I usually try to do longer, full-form videos and not really reviewing demos, but, you know, tax season was kind of rough, so I could really use the sponsorship, and they are very helpful in that regard. Not that I really mind. I was already planning on taking a look at this demo anyway in my own time, so also I apologize for the audio quality in this one. I'm recording this in a hotel because I'm on the run since I went to Disney.com without my parents' permission. I'm gonna cut right to the chase. This game is still in pre-beta. Is that a term? Isn't that just alpha? So a lot of what you see here isn't final, and there's definitely some areas that you can tell that they haven't been focusing on, which is totally fine. There's a whole story narrative here that isn't presented in the most honest way, but that's because this is meant to show the gameplay. A full roguelite experience where the only thing you have to defend yourself is your own hoverboard, and with it comes its own floaty controls and even like a Sonic-style homing attack, letting you charge it up to let it loose on enemies, be it big or small, and chain in between them. It's kind of fun. When I first started the demo though, I wasn't exactly sure what I was supposed to do. It just kind of dropped me in with no objective markers. There are still objective markers, they show up when you get close to them. But for a minute I thought that this was sort of like a Tony Hawk inspired sandbox that it just wanted me to float around with and have fun breaking down enemies, and I would have been totally fine if that was the case. But for the final game, you know, you're gonna need some more meaty content to keep people into it, and it definitely shows. You just have to find it first. Now, there is a compass at the bottom of the screen that'll help guide you towards these objectives as you find them. But if you just want to bum rush it to the end, just get it over with, there is a giant green tower in both of the levels included here that once you power up the generator outside of it and summon the boss, you just go into, finish the level, that's it. While your main weapon is your hoverboard, and you are going to be using that homing attack a lot to deal with these enemies, a lot of the upgrades do give you some more variety, I guess. Even before then, though, you get a sort of meter that builds up that lets you throw your hoverboard like a boomerang and hit everything on screen. I found this to be pretty fun for bosses. It lets you sort of deal with all the reinforcements that they summon. But some of the upgrades that I thought stood out to me were ones where you could like sort of make a trail behind you, not unlike the Cycloop from Frontiers, but also one that gives you, I guess, sort of a ramming speed buff, letting you plow through enemies as long as you're going fast enough. All of this is really good. I had a lot of fun with this demo, and I'm grateful for the team over there to sponsor me to sort of raise awareness for this game. The one thing though that I wasn't the biggest fan of, and I hope that they can actually improve this a little bit, was the trick system. It felt way too stiff, like it was trying too hard to be Tony Hawk Pro Skater, sort of like momentum based with its movements and flips and all that. I'd love to see them change it to be more like doing quick flips in the air, not unlike the, I guess, the K drives from Warframe. There's perks that let you recover health by doing tricks and flips, but I never really felt the need to, because every time I even tried to do some, it either didn't feel worth it or I would just fall on my ass. But really, that's my biggest grievance against this game. The combat takes a little bit of getting used to, but you will get the hang of it. The upgrades are fun, and if you get a duplicate of something you already want, or just overall trash you don't need, it'll just reflect into currency. I wish nothing but the Overrider team great success. I hope your project goes well. I'll have a link to their Steam page where you can play the demo yourself in the link in the description, and also a link to their Kickstarter where you can eventually get your name in the credits if you pay a certain amount. You can also get the name in my credits if you pay a certain amount, but I will be shouting out new supporters in the next video because it feels a little wrong to let you guys subscribe to the tier that lets you pledge the maximum amount and get your name shouted out in the next video when it is in fact a sponsored video that you were not anticipating. That just feels a little harsh. So I will see you guys next time. My cat is clawing at my door. She also went to Disney.com. Actually, it was CartoonNetwork.com without her parents' permission. I don't even know where her parents are. But yeah, that's it. I gotta go.